Don't invest nothing. If he's not fully taking care of you, you're the builder wife, the starter wife, and your time is coming.
How to tell you're a starter wife, or how to tell that you are starter wife material. So that clip that I just showed you guys there inspired this video, obviously. And it's funny because I've never actually reacted to any of Shira's videos. This is literally my first time ever reacting to any one of Shira's videos, even though I have been following Shira since 2015. Shira saved my life. I love Shira. She's our queen, our mentor. Well, the original mentor. And say what you guys want. I would never cancel Shira, and you all can't get me to hate Shira. And the reason for that is because I've been following her for a long time and I know exactly what she stands for. And I don't give two shits about the girls that are trying to cancel her on social media. But anyways, so in this video, I'm going to talk about how to tell if you're a starter wife. Now, what is a starter wife? A starter wife is a woman that a man marries to help him build. So let's say you're a man, and listen, men are very calculating and they're very smart. Nothing they do is by accident. The woman that they marry is not by accident, okay? So don't be, if you like to think that you can't help who you fall in love with, or you can't help who you marry, yes, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. And men know this. They know exactly what they're doing. They're very calculating, and it's not by accident. So you're a guy and you're not very successful, okay? Maybe you have an education and you have a job, but you feel like, there's only so far that you can get into your career or whatnot. So you choose a girl that is educated, maybe more educated than you, and a girl that has the potential to earn a lot of money, or a girl that is already earning a lot of money. And by a lot, it's subjective. Now that you have this woman that you have bamboozled into marriage, now you have someone to help you pay your bills. Now you can afford that nice mortgage in that nice area. Now you can afford that nice car, because without her, you were not able to do it. Exactly what Shira is saying in that video. Without her, you wouldn't have been able to afford the things that you have, and you would not have been able to have the lifestyle that you have. You get to go play golf, and you are taken more seriously at your job. You are getting promotions, and all of that was eluding you before marriage. Now you can afford to go on those nice vacations. Now you live in this lifestyle. You live in a much better lifestyle than when you were single. And these married men, these men that are married to their starter wives, they be acting like they're single. These men will meet you and look at you and lie to you in your face and tell you that they're single. These are the men that will go on business trips and go on Tinder, open up a whole new Tinder account for their business trip or whatever. This is what these men do. They have a wife at home, and they can't leave their wives, because without their wives, they wouldn't be who they are. They would be nothing. So any man that is financially dependent on his wife, well, not financially dependent on his wife. If a man is dependent on his wife working and contributing to his lifestyle and his bills, that is a man that is married to a starter wife. Now, a perfect example of this, of course, is Steve Harvey. Before Steve Harvey met Marjorie, which is his dream girl, because we all know it, that he provides for. Marjorie is not sitting up there paying bills and building Steve. He been built. So he had two starter wives, and those women built him up really, really good. Like, those women did a fantastic job. Not gonna lie. Without his two previous wives, Steve Harvey would not be who he is today. Y'all can say whatever the hell y'all want. Y'all can come on here and disagree with me. I don't care. He wouldn't be who he is today if it wasn't for his two ex-wives. So now that he is built and he's successful and he has the status, now he can marry the dream woman. Now he can provide for his dream woman. Now they can go on luxury vacations, and he's living the life. His second wife is still bitter. I think I did 2 videos on this channel about her. And I think the title of the videos are When Bob the Building Goes Wrong, something like that. It's on my channel. So Steve Harvey is a perfect example. He had 2 starter wives. Now, before I get into how to tell that you are a starter wife or that you are a potential starter wife, I just want to share something about myself with you ladies. When I was in my 20s, I worked in the hospitality industry for years. basically. And I chose the hospitality industry because at the time, it was easy for me to get into, and it paid okay. It paid better than most jobs, basically. It paid better than retail and those type of jobs, if you know what I mean. So I did not pursue a university education, and for the Americans, that's college. I did not go to college or university. And to this day, if I can go back, I would take the time and invest in my education. I know it's not too late because I'm still considering it, but if you are young and you are listening to this video and you haven't invested in your education, please do it now and do not wait until it's too late. However, I believe that me not having an education and not having a good job in my 20s saved me. It saved me from being a starter wife. And I'll explain why that is. A lot of girls in my 20s, like my friends and my colleagues, they were getting snatched up and married. They were getting married left and right, starting families, and I was just being overlooked. And it's only when I got older, I realized why I was being overlooked. But, my entire 20s, I was thinking that there was something wrong with me. I was thinking that I wasn't, well, maybe I'm not marriage material. Listen, anybody can get married. Nobody out here is, most people can get married. But at the time, I was thinking that I wasn't marriage material. I'll meet these guys, and these guys will literally worship the ground I walk on. And these guys would parade me around the town because they used to be so proud to have me on their arms because, they thought I was beautiful. But I didn't understand it. I didn't understand why they were not taking me seriously. I can tell that they liked me. I can tell that they were proud to be seen with me. They would invite me to the club. If I go to the club, I'll be invited to the VIP table. I was that girl. I didn't understand what was happening. But to some of these guys, I was definitely the dream girl. But because they were not successful or they were not where they wanted to be financially, they just could not take me seriously because they couldn't afford to provide for someone like me. So there were two type of guys that would date me. The guys that saw me as the dream girl and they couldn't take it any further because of where they were in life. And the guys that didn't want to marry me because I wasn't bringing in a nice paycheck. I wasn't educated. I wasn't the type of girl that would pay the bills and stuff like that. I was never that girl, never, ever, ever. So I look back and I look at all the girls that I knew that got married in their 20s. And a lot of those girls, they got married because they had good jobs, they had an education, and they were good starter wife material. Because those women, they look so ragged, so rundown. A lot of them are already divorced. Their husband have moved on to younger and prettier, and it's sad. Those women are my age now because those women are in their 40s now. There are a lot of women in their 40s that are divorced, and they don't really have anything to their name because they invested all these years building a man, basically. I don't recommend that you should be a starter wife, but if you are a starter wife right now, keep on listening and I will tell you what to do if you're a starter wife. So, how can you tell if you are a potential starter wife? If you're educated and you have a good job, even if you're in your 20s, even if you have a good job and you're being paid well compared to many women your age, you are most definitely starter wife material. If you have a promising career, if you have good credit, that's another one. If you have good credit, that's another sign that you are a starter wife. If you believe in 50-50, definitely a potential starter wife. And you will be a starter wife at some point if you believe in 50-50. If you believe in going 50-50 on the bills and stuff like that, you are definitely starter wife material. The girls that, the pick-me girls that go online and talk about, I go 50-50 or whatever, the men be in their comments like the dusty men, the men that are not successful, the men that ain't got no money, the men that ain't got a pot to piss in, the men that live in their mama's basement. Those type of men, they'll be in the comments talking shit like, protect this queen at all costs. Like, y'all need to shut the F up because y'all are embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Y'all need to stop. Another sign that you could be a starter wife, if you are a registered nurse, that's also a sign because these men, they love nurses. So many women immediately get engaged as soon as they graduate from nursing school. Immediately. That is not by accident. That is not by accident, my queen. It is not by accident. I promise you. These men are very calculating. So if you're just fresh out of nursing school, you're a potential starter wife. If you have a STEM degree, you are a potential starter wife. If you have all of those things and you are low maintenance, you are most definitely a potential starter wife. If you believe your boyfriend when he say he likes you natural, you are a potential starter wife. So yeah, those are the signs that you are a potential starter wife. You're a pick-me, you believe in 50-50, you take your wallet out in the presence of a man, you do these silly little things. That's a sign that you're a potential starter wife, and men will sniff you out and they're going to find you and they will take advantage of you. By the time they're done with you, your credit is ruined. They're out here looking good. They're driving your car, living a good life because of you. And they start dating these young girls. And these young girls believe that they did it on their own. When I was younger, I would meet guys like that and I would think that they did it on their own. No, boo-boo. Every guy that did not come from generational wealth needs a starter girlfriend / starter wife. Oh, another sign that you can be a potential starter wife is if you go for good looks and height, like he has to be 6'2" and he has to look good and he has to have a six-pack. You are definitely starter wife material. And now I understand why Shira said to go older. And the reason why she said this is because men your age, if you ladies, if you're in your 20s and in your 30s, if you're in your 20s and your 30s, ladies, men your age are in their building phase. They are in their building phase. If they do not come from generational wealth, they are in their building phase. They are out here thirsty and desperate, and they will do whatever it takes to make their dreams come true, even if it means marrying you or marrying a woman that they don't find attractive or marrying a woman that they don't like, because they know that she's going to pay the bills, that she's going to help build them and make it possible for them to have a certain lifestyle. So anyways, those are the signs that you are a potential starter wife. Now, if you're married, how can you tell that you are a starter wife? If you are paying bills in that house, you're paying mortgage or rent or whatever, you're paying like the utility bills and stuff like that, and car notes or whatnot, you are most definitely a starter wife, because I can guarantee you Steve Harvey is providing Marjorie with everything. Marjorie doesn't have to ever touch her money ever again. She doesn't have to. I'm just saying, if you have quit your job to raise his kids and he's not paying you for that, or he can't afford to hire help, you are a starter wife. He's just biding his time so that he can discard you and replace you with someone younger, someone that he can actually afford, because now he has money now because of you. Yeah, you are definitely a starter wife. So yeah, the number one sign is that you are going 50-50 in that relationship. That is the number one sign. That is definitely a starter wife situation going on right there. So if you're a starter wife, what should you do? Now, if you are already married and you've been going 50-50, this is what you need to do. You need to get everything on your name. Whatever is on his name needs to be on your name too. If you are getting married, you are about to get married, or you recently got married, you need to make sure that your name is on everything so that he can never claim that he's self-made, because that's what he's going to do. He's going to use you, use your labor, use your energy, take your money so that he can save his, and run out there and tell people that he's self-made. Jeff Bezos could never say he's self-made. The fact that people are out there saying that Jeff Bezos is a self-made billionaire is hilarious, because he never said it. He cannot say he's self-made because he is not. His ex-wife, his starter wife, got him where he is today. If it wasn't for Mackenzie, because I mean, Jeff Bezos is smart. He's got into that relationship, married that woman by this time, and now he's running around the town with his dream girl. Lauren Sanchez never had to pay for nothing or go into business or do none of that shit. Work hard, struggle, none of that shit. So you gotta figure out what kind of girl you are, because you can only be either or. You can't be both. Either you're the starter wife, either you're the come-up woman, the Bob the Builder type, okay? And the come-up woman is the woman that men date when they're on the come-up. So either you're the come-up woman or you're the dream girl. Which one is it? You have to decide which one. And stop being desperate, stop settling, stop agreeing to go 50-50. Never do that. Level up your looks, okay? I don't care what you're gonna do. Level up your looks. Make sure that you look feminine and expensive, so no man will mistake you for a Bob the Builder type bitch. So anyways, get everything on your name. Make sure that your name is on that mortgage. Make sure your name is on that car. Make sure your name is on that business. Make sure your name is on stuff. Because at the end of the day, the only reason why he have all that stuff is because of you. So many women, I mean, I saw a video of a woman in her 40s who was a trad wife, divorced, and basically living in poverty, abstract poverty. Well, not abstract poverty. I think Well, according to the book, A Framework for Understanding Poverty, and that's a book that we studied on my Patreon. Ladies, on my Patreon, I have a book club, okay? We get on the Patreon and we read a book. We read, we discuss, and we apply the knowledge that we learn. You know, it's usually a live meeting, so, you know, we have fun and stuff on there. So I encourage you ladies to hit the link in the description and come and sign up to my Patreon. It is life-changing. I've been on there for quite a few years, and I have over 500 posts on my Patreon. So you have an entire library of content to go through when you sign up. Okay, and you can be listening to anything on there because you can listen while you're driving, you can listen while you're doing your chores, etc. So I'm just letting you guys know this, but you know, consider joining my Patreon today if you want to get your life together. So anyways, stop being a starter wife. Stop being the come up bitch, because you are not. You are better than that. You are better than that. You ain't no Bob the Builder chick. You ain't no come up bitch. You are the dream girl. And you have to start believing that you are, because self-concept is everything. So ladies, I hope this was helpful. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.